Greetings, YouTubers, and welcome to my 80-second TTM video, where TTM stands for Through the Mail, where we send out requests to athletes, famous people, whomever, whether it's cards, photos, what have you, and hopefully they send their stuff back, preferably signed. I hope everyone's been doing well, staying safe, and having a good winter. It's almost over. Baseball season's getting underway, and of course, Sunday is, I believe, Selection Sunday. March Madness will be starting, so that should be fun. Today, I will share with you 3 TTM returns that I've received, and also the dreaded RTS. It's been a while since I got one of those, and also some shout-outs to some great channels out there. So, let's get this show on the road. First shout-out I'm going to give to is this new channel I've just started subscribing to, Sports Card Ripping Teacher. He is a teacher, and he and his son rip cards. It's real fun. You should give them a look-see. I think in the summertime he said he works at Wrigley Field as a vendor, so kind of interesting there. So check out Sports Card Ripping Teacher. Another one, I've been following this guy for a little while now. That's the Card Doctor. Check him out. Gets lots of TTMs in there. Gets really good ones, too. Third shout-out goes to new channel I just started subscribing to, BC Sports Cards. He does TTMs as well. Gets some really good ones. Let's give old BC a check. And fourth is a father and son duo, and that is Houston and Son. They show off their great collection of stuff they got. So give them a look-see. They like all 4 channels. They're really good and entertaining. And again, I just don't shout out any bad channels. I wouldn't do that. So check them all out. Those are great 4 channels. Certainly. Don't cost you nothing to check them out. It's free. And you'll be making them happy by subscribing to them. All right. So let's get to the dreaded first RTS. Sent this one out in late February, got it back just today, and that is Mr. Ken Anderson, former quarterback for the Bengals. No longer at this address. I don't think so. I think he's still there. I don't know why I got this back, but I'll probably try to send it out again, see if I can get Mr. Anderson to sign it. I sent him a photo, so hoping he would send it back. And he did, except he didn't sign it. Excuse me. All right, first return. This one took 2 years. 2 years. Came all the way from Florida. I never thought I'd see this one again. But hey, you never know, I suppose. Signed 2 cards for me. Didn't sign the index card, but I was lucky to get the cards back. And that is a former Major League catcher, Kurt. What is that man wearing? There he is, signing the rated rookie card on the old Donruss there. Got a big smile on his face. And the second card I had originally gotten signed by John Burkett, so the Fleer Prospect card, Mr. Manwaring completed it. Kurt, what is that man wearing? Great nickname. Again, took about 2 years. There was no fee. He lives down in Florida, so if you're willing to wait, give him a shot. Kurt Dean Manwaring, give a little bit of info about him, was born on July 15th, 1965 in Elmira, New York. 57 currently. He attended Horseheads High School in Horseheads, New York. Shout out to all those that are from Horseheads or live near it. He was selected by the Boston Red Sox in the 12th round of the 1983 free agent draft, but decided not to sign with him and wound up going to college. He attended Coastal Carolina University out there in Conway, South Carolina. In the 1986 MLB draft, he was selected in the 2nd round by the San Francisco Giants. He made his Major League debut on September 15th, 1987, and played until 1999. So he had a good 12-year career as a catcher. Most of it was with the San Francisco Giants. Played with them till from 87 to 96, and then was traded in July of 1996 to the Astros for catcher Rick Wilkins and some cash. Doing some cash there. After that season, he wound up signing with the Colorado Rockies and played with them until his retirement in 1999. Mr. Manwaring was a really good catcher. He won a Gold Glove in 1993, and he finished the season with the second highest percentage of throwing out base runners in the National League. He threw out 45% of the runners. He also had a .998 fielding percentage as well. He was really good. Mr. Manwaring was a pretty solid hitter for a catcher, I suppose, back then. He was tied for fourth in 1993 with intentional walks. He had 13 total intentional walks, and that was while he was hitting eighth in front of the pitcher. So I guess they wanted to get to the pitcher to get him out. For his career, Mr. Manwaring hit .246. He had 21 homers and 278 runs batted in. Again, he had the Gold Glove, and he's a member of the San Francisco Giants Wall of Fame. So thank you, Mr. Manwaring. Oops, excuse me. Took him a while, but hey, glad I got it back. Glad I got my two cards, and especially the dual signed card. This second one came all the way, I assume, from Buffalo, New York. It was an 8x10. I mailed it to Buffalo. He's the current offensive coordinator for the Buffalo Bills. Took about a month and a half. There was no fee, and that is Mr. Ken Dorsey. Signed the 8x10 there when he played for Miami at the U. I think this was the championship game, the Fiesta Bowl, the controversial call at the end there in double overtime. But he was nice enough to sign it. Again, no fee. Mr. Kenneth Simon Dorsey, better known as Ken, was born on April 22nd, 1981 in Orinda, California. He's currently 41 years of age. Out of high school, he wasn't that highly recruited, highly publicized, but he did go to Miami University in Florida. He became the winningest quarterback in Miami history. He was 38-2 as the starting quarterback for the Hurricanes. He set school records of total offense with 9,486 yards. Passing yard is 9,565 yards, 86 passing touchdowns. Victories as a quarterback with 38, and a winning percentage by a quarterback at Miami with 974. He led the Hurricanes to the 2001 National Championship by defeating the University of Nebraska in the Rose Bowl. A year later, they lost to Ohio State in double overtime in the Fiesta Bowl, and that controversial flag that came out at the end there. I remember that game. In the 2003 NFL Draft, he was picked in the 7th round with the 241st pick by the San Francisco 49ers. Number 1 pick that year was Carson Palmer by the Bengals out of USC. There was a lot of concern about Mr. Dorsey's arm. You know, did he have a strong arm? He hung around the league for a couple of years. He played with the 49ers and then wound up in Cleveland. And then after 2008 was out of the NFL. But in 2010, went to Toronto, went north, and played in the CFL with the Toronto Argonauts, where he finished up his career. He eventually became a scout for the Carolina Panthers, and for a short time was the assistant athletic director at Florida International University in Miami. He started out as the Carolina quarterback coach with the Panthers there, and then went to Buffalo, where he was the quarterback coach there, and is now currently the offensive coordinator. We saw him in a game this past season where he beat the heck out of his the room that he was in. He smashed up everything. That was quite interesting to see. In his NFL career, Mr. Dorsey threw for 2,082 yards, threw for 8 touchdowns, 18 interceptions, and had a 55.2 passer rating. In college, though, he was first-team All-American in 2002, a 2-time Archie Griffin Award winner, 2-time NCAA Quarterback of the Year, and won the Maxwell Award at the U. Never won the Heisman Trophy, though, but I was very glad to get this back from Mr. Dorsey. Put my name on it, to Ed. Right there, hey, perfect. But this is a pretty good photo of him at the U there, playing Ohio State, I believe, in the championship game. So again, took a shot, sent it to the Bills, and got it back. The third and final return comes from Alabama. This took about 3 weeks, 21 days. I did put $10 in there, and that's an autographed baseball for Mr. Bob Veal, member of the 1971 World Champion Pittsburgh Pirates. Was kind enough to sign the ball, even put it on there, as I'd asked. A little bit about Mr. Veal. Robert Andrew Veal, better known as Bob, was born October 28, 1935 in Birmingham, Alabama. He's currently 87. His father was a pitcher for the Homestead Grays of the Negro National League. And as a boy, he worked the concession stands at Rickwood Field in Birmingham. The Birmingham Black Barons player manager Piper Davis made him the team's bat boy and would eventually let him pitch batting practice on a regular basis. In 1948, he was about 12 years old, Davis allowed the underage Veal to pitch in a Black Barons game, but because he was a minor, his appearance was kept off the records. Bob left Birmingham in 1955 to attend Benedictine College in Atchison, Kansas, on an athletic scholarship. In 1958, he was signed by the Pittsburgh Pirates as an amateur free agent. And in 1959, he led the Carolina League with 187 strikeouts in just 147 innings. He wound up pitching a no-hitter for the Wilson Toros. In 1961, in the International League, he struck out a league-leading 208 batters in 201 innings, so he could throw. He made his Major League debut on April 16, 1962. He was 26 years old. He played majority of his career for the Pittsburgh Pirates from 1962 to 72 and wound up finishing with the Boston Red Sox in 72 to 74. He had 120 wins in his career, lost 95, had a 3.07 ERA, 1,703 strikeouts, had 20 shutouts, and 78 complete games. Good luck in anybody trying to even get 78 complete games in a lifetime now. They go 5 innings and that's enough. He was a 2-time All-Star in 1965 and 66, led the National League in strikeouts in 64, and was a World Series champ in 1971 with the Pittsburgh Pirates when they knocked off the defending champ Orioles. On June 1st, 1965, against the Philadelphia Phillies, he struck out 16 batters. In 1965, he had 276 strikeouts in the National League, and he finished second in strikeouts. Who finished first? A guy in the Dodgers by the name of Sandy Koufax struck out 382, and 276 strikeouts is still a Pittsburgh Pirate record. I don't know if that'll be broken here. Maybe someday. He's a member of the Alabama Sports Hall of Fame. So I want to thank Mr. Veal. He was kind enough to sign that up for me there. Nice ink. Appreciate that. And that is it. I appreciate you taking 12 minutes out of your life to watch this video. Hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button and leave a comment. I will try to get back to you as best I can. If you're new to the channel and you like it, hit subscribe. If you didn't like it and you're new to the channel, hit subscribe anyway, because you never know, we might have something there you like in the future. I hope everybody's doing well. Again, I hope you enjoy the weekend coming up. Hopefully, if I get any more in, I'll have another video before that, but it's been slow. I also want to give one special shout out to my buddy up in Canada, Mr. Tristan. Belated happy birthday to the young man up there in Canada, out in the western part. Hope you had a good birthday there, buddy. Everyone, be kind to each other. Stay safe. Be kind to one person at a time, and the world will get better. Take care.